In this section, I want to explore the menu bar in a little bit more detail. This is the menu bar of my site currently. So I've got About, Home, Products, and Services. Now, for a start, I would have liked the Home button to be all the way to the left, and maybe I want About to be all the way to the right. Now, what happens with WordPress, if we go to our administration console, and you look at the pages, they typically are going to be in the order that they listed here. So you can see About, Home, Products, Services. That's the order that my menu bar is displaying right now. Now there's no default way of changing the order. It's doing it based on the date that it was created. Now you can start getting kind of tricky, and I can make, for example, I can edit this and I can change the published date. So I can edit it and fake the date out, in which case then the date, the place is gonna shift, because it'll be, I could make the date later than my home date, etc., and then it would reflect a change here. That's really ugly, and then every time you edit a page or update or add a new page, it changes the order it goes in the menu, which is not what you want. So that's not a good way of doing it. There is a plugin I will show you later, and I know I keep referencing plugins and you haven't seen plugins yet, but there is a plugin which can allow you to adjust the order of the pages by dragging it. So I could take the services page and drag it up. But again, I don't really like the fact that my menu is dependent on how my list of pages are here, because I might edit things, dates are going to change. I don't want to be reliant on some order here of my pages. This should just be my pages, my raw material for my website, and I don't really want it to affect how it gets displayed. And this is where menus come in. So let's take a look. If we click Appearance, and there's a menus option here. Now, I don't have a menu yet, so let's create a new menu, and I'm going to call this Main Menu, for example, and let's click Create Menu. Now, I've got a new menu, and it's got this option to automatically add new top-level pages. So in other words, it'll add the parent menus. If you recall our parent-child relationship, it'll add the parent pages to the menu, but not the child ones, which is typically what you want. But I'm not going to have it automatically do that now. I want to have some control over it. And then this theme that we're using, the 2014, it's saying that for the menu, you can have it in the top menu, or you can have it in that sidebar, in that left sidebar. Remember how we removed a bunch of content from the left sidebar? So it depends on the theme you've selected where you could have that menu appear. So the theme author has decided where the menu appears, which makes sense. And you just choose what goes into the menu. So I'm going to choose top primary menu and click Save. So now let's start adding menu items to our menu. I'm going to choose Products, Services, Home, and About. Let's add those to our menu. And you can see there they are right now. Let me just make sure that that's saved. And let's go ahead and just refresh here. And you can see, okay, it's changed my menu, but they are showing up. And Products doesn't have my drop down anymore, my children. It's just those top level menu items, but it's still not the order that I want. Now within the menu, I can actually drag the order that I wanted. So I want my home page to be first. Then I want About to be second, and then we'll do Products and Services. That looks fine. And there's nothing here, they all look good. You can delete it if you wish, but I don't want to do that. Let's add our sub menus for our products. Now, what's happened here is it's flattened them. It's taken those children and kind of put them on the main menu level. Let me save and show you what I mean. Refresh that. Oh, look at that. So now my menu's got all those things, and I actually want virtual products and physical products to be children of products. So a menu is kind of overriding your original parent-child relationship. Your pages are still set up that way, but you have to sort of change the way you want your menu. And that's the power of menus, is your menu can completely independently choose how it's going to display your pages regardless of the relationships. So the way you can fix that is I can say, okay, so under my products, I want virtual products. Now you notice when I drag it onto the products, it's got the little dotted line that's indented to the right, which is going to show me it's going to be a child of products. So I'll drop it there and showing me it's a sub item. And then physical products, I'm going to drag that to products as well. And so now I've got those as sub items. And then my red virtual products, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to drag it there, and I've got it there. So you can see the tree, the menu tree that's being built up there. So let me save that. Let's refresh our page. Okay, great. So I've got home, about, products, and my menu looks restored. Great. So now it's looking kind of how I expected it to look, with my home page on the left. The nice thing is now that your menu is able to be controlled independently of your page layout. Now let's go ahead and just choose. This theme does support the menu in the primary menu bar and in the secondary left sidebar. So we'll save that. Let's go take a look what it looks like here. And you can see I have my menu here as well. Now maybe you would like a different menu on the left versus the menu I have at the top. So because this theme supports two menu locations, let's take it off the secondary menu bar and take a look at this. So we'll come back to the edit menus, create a new menu, and let's call this something else, sidebar menu. You can call it anything you want. Create it, and it's going to be the secondary menu. We're only going to display this menu bar in the left sidebar, so you can choose which menu appears where. You can have multiple menus, and let's say in the left menu we only really want to talk about our products and our services. So let's add those to the menu, click save. Now when we click refresh here, I have my top menu bar and I just have products and services in the left menu bar, and of course I can navigate to those. So it's a very nice that you can have multiple menus, and if your theme supports it, multiple locations for each individual menu. And in this way you can start creating a better navigation structure for your website. So play around with this. What I want to do is just quickly show you one more thing on menus. Let's go to our list of menus. I'm going to choose my main menu, and now take a look. Let's select that. I'm going to check this box, automatically add new top level pages to the menu, just to show you what it does. Click save. Now if we go to pages, all pages, and let's add a page, and I'm going to call it test page. I'm going to delete it later, so let's publish that. And if I go to my website now, you'll see test page automatically shown up, because I have that option checked on my menu to automatically add new top level pages to this menu. So again, once I've created a menu, I prefer to have the control myself around that, and I typically would not have this option, or you can leave that option checked, and if you don't want that one, you can come into that test page and remove it. Now remember, that's only removing it from your menu. It's not actually deleting the page or anything. Your page is still going to exist. Let me save that menu. Your page is still going to exist. You can see there's my test page. It just won't show up now when I refresh, because I only removed it from the menu. So your menu is going to control which pages you display on your site and where they are appearing.